Maybe time for some truth telling is what I said earlier. So I'm sitting in my shop. I love being in my shop. I love doing all the work that I've been doing since I started to get very interested in automotive maybe a couple of years ago, though 10 years ago I bought my Willys pickup truck, and shortly after we bought the Willys Wagon. Flew an airplane for 5 years, had a wonderful time with that. About 2 years ago I noticed my foot trembling as I sat down in my easy chair at the end of the night. Some of you can guess what that might indicate. I suffer from the same thing as Michael J. Fox, being Canadian, or having a hot wife, or playing rock and roll guitar, or something else. But in any case, there's some other factors that are happening that make my shuffling around obvious. I have a hip replacement coming up 3 months from now. I have an ankle surgery coming up a week from now, which is going to leave me on a non-weight bearing basis for 8 weeks. After I recover from that, I'll have about a month to get ready for the hip replacement, which doesn't take a long time to recover from. And then I have another ankle surgery. So basically, the rest of this year is going to be painful and a pain in the butt. So that would explain to some of you why I have been rushing through trying to get these old trucks running, because I'm not going to have much of an opportunity for the rest of the summer, which breaks my heart. But we do have the Willys Wagon functioning, and today I'm waiting on the delivery of a mobility device, a scooter. Should be a fairly interesting thing. And if these guys ever show up to deliver it, there's the lovely Mrs. Johnson out in her garden working like a slave that she's always doing. If these guys show up to deliver this thing, then at least I'll be able to take the dog for walks again. We have a fairly steep hillside in our back garden. And I'm not sure if this little machine is going to be able to make it up that hillside or not. I hope so. I'm in tent number 1, which we cleaned all this past week. Tent number 2 has the debris from tent number 1. Tent number 2 is where the Willys Wagon lived for 10 years. I have to figure out a way to create a shop again with this stuff. And I have, 1 week to do that. So anyway, it's a lovely summer day. I'm grateful for the things that I have and for the health that I have. And I guess that's enough out of me. Thanks for watching this channel, and I hope you feel like subscribing.